What's going on, everyone? This is the Brandalorian coming at you with a first of its kind for this channel. We are doing a top 10, specifically top 10 G.I. Joe classified of the Joe team, of the ones that have been released so far. So this is going to be my personal favorite of my top 10 of the ones that have come out. Not necessarily what I think are the best ones, but just my personal preference. But before we get into that, we are going to take a look at this retro G.I. Joe official trading cards from the 80s that I picked up recently at the Tampa Bay Comic-Con. Picked those up for just a couple bucks, unopened, authentic. We'll see. We'll just do a little unpacking here and see who we get before we get to the list itself. This could be fun. Okay. We've got Mercer. Very cool. Would love to get him into the classified line. We've got the G.I. Joe headquarters. Very cool. Hydro Viper. I know a lot of people have been wanting these guys. Special Missions comic cover. That's really cool. Snake Eyes. Ooh, this is great. Comic cover of G.I. Joe number 34, featuring the Sky Striker versus the Rattler. Couldn't come at a better time as we are approaching the end of the Rattler campaign for HasLab. And speaking of which, we've got ourselves a Rattler. Very cool. The Baroness, a Serpent Throne. Sci-Fi. Another Missions comic cover with Snake Eyes. Firefly Honor Roll card. Interesting. And the Attack Cannon. They had other ones there, and a part of me wishes I would have grabbed a few more. That was really cool. All right, guys. Without further ado, let's get started with the list. Starting off first, we have Rock and Roll coming in at that number 10 spot. Wasn't always a huge fan of the character himself, but I think they absolutely knocked this figure out of the park with the added tattoos that weren't there for the original character. The hang 10, or the hang loose, I should say, for the Rock and Roll. Switchable hand, the detail in the beard, the detail on the helmet. You know, I like that they did the tan to break up the color scheme, to change it up from the original. I'm sure we'll be getting a retro version with that original color scheme. But I just thought that this one was what classified should be, which is, you know, keep what you like from the original, add what you can to change it up so we're not just getting rehashes of the same figures. So yeah, big fan of this Rock and Roll. Coming in at number 9, we have Spirit and Freedom. My Freedom was at the very bottom of the bin, so it was taking me a little longer to pull them out, so I just grabbed the Spirit. I was a big fan of this one, just the interchangeability of the wings for Freedom, the printing on Spirit. I think they did an absolutely awesome job with that face sculpt. The glove for the bird talons, the fact that he has a really cool knife. Just a overall really well done figure. The hair sculpt looks good, the printing on the sleeves, just a really, really, really awesome addition. Coming in at number 8, we have Shipwreck. Now, Shipwreck is one of my all-time favorite characters in the G.I. Joe universe. I consider him to be like the Han Solo of the G.I. Joe team. Wisecracking, bit full of himself a little bit, but there's just the fact that he's a sailor, a Navy, soldier, and has Polly the parrot, switchable hat and hair. We've got the flintlock pistol, added tattoos. I like the rope across the torso that was not part of the original figure. This is another one where they took what the original one was and they added a lot of aspects to, make him more classified. face sculpt expression looks good with that raised eyebrow. And in the cartoon with that Jack Nicholson impression, I can see that coming across on this figure here. So just love the character, love the figure. So Shipwreck comes in at 8. Coming in at number 7, we have Joan Shooter Craig. This might surprise some of you. She was part of the exclusive Walmart Night Force line. This is a figure that hasn't really gotten too many figures, 1 or 2 in the past, back in the original 3/4 line. But I just think that they did an awesome job. I really loved her accessory outfit. Thought her little Night Force sniper sneakers were a really cool touch. The face printing, the face sculpt was awesome. I just think that they added a lot of character to a character that hadn't gotten much play before. So this one really kind of stood out to me, and I was a big fan when it was announced, and an even bigger fan once I got her in hand. Coming in at number 6, we have the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Chuckles. Now, this is another one that kind of struck a lot of chords with me. Just the fact that Chuckles as a character is an undercover G.I. Joe. He's on vacation, so it seems, with a Hawaiian shirt, his headphones, with the switchable head with the beat up face, the gold watch, the packaging, just really a fun story building character. I think they really amplified the fun of the line with the character and the mini story that's going on with him, stealing the plans of Cobra. The figure itself is awesome. I got, like I said, 2 switchable heads. I've got the little Soundwave Walkman. That's a little nod to Transformers. Yeah, just a lot of fun I had when I got this one. Coming in at number 5 is a figure that I recently reviewed on this channel, the Retro Classified Beachhead. I think this Beachhead is near perfect. It's perfect, using the modern classified team's sculpting ability, while also just, literally redoing what the original one did. Yet that one really seems to work with the rest of what the line's been doing. It's that rare combo of, literally doing what the original one did, and then just using the team's awesome sculpting and face printing and accessory detail that they do. I think this beachhead is truly great, and if you don't have it, I suggest you run out and grab him. Okay, coming in at number 4, we have everyone's favorite Ninja Commando, the first, or actually technically second version of Classified Snake Eyes, the primarily all black version that we got in the main line. And then I kind of cheated on this one, and I brought the first release of the Timber out, just because I wanted to combine my favorite Timber and my favorite Snake Eyes, because I think these two go really well together. I love the fact that they went mostly all black with this one, honoring the original Snake Eyes. The level of detail, even at the early stages of the wave, this is literally from the first one. If you really, examine like the awesome textures of the leathering and the pants that they were doing at such a early stage, really impresses me. I love the mask, the breathable mouth, the ninja toes on the feet. The accessories could have been a little bit better, but I just think the figure itself works. I mean, you can add accessories from other figures from other companies, from those third-party companies. I've done that a lot. But the Timber as well, I think you can't really not include what they've done with the animals in this line. Okay, coming in at number 3 might surprise some of you. This is the recent Doc figure. I thought that they really did a great job with this figure. The color of his base outfit, the texturing of it, combined with the overlay, contrasting darker colors, the switchable glasses, the helmet with the pills in there, the switchable first aid kit and pouches, the flare gun, I mean, the stretcher that he can carry, and it can fold out, and it can be laid on the ground, and figures can carry it. I just think that, I mean, maybe I'm biased because I work in the healthcare industry, but I just think this figure was truly, truly awesome. And I didn't think it would be this good. Coming in at number 2, we have the retro carded Scarlet. This was such an upgrade over the first Scarlet, in my opinion, that maybe that's one of the reasons why I like it so much, but I just think that they nailed the outfit. The face printing, the hair sculpt, the multiple hair options, the accessories, the crossbow, the fact that she came with the original G.I. Joe laser rifle. I just think this Scarlet is so great. It also, not only is it retro similar to the Beachhead, but fits totally perfectly with the rest of the line. The articulation works, the sculpting, like I said, this is the definitive Scarlet in my opinion. So yeah, pretty easy to find too. So if you haven't been able to get yours, I highly recommend her. And last but certainly not least, this might be a basic answer for number 1, but we're looking at the retro classified Duke. I didn't think we needed another Duke after the first Duke. I was a big fan of that Duke, but when we got this one in hand, I just thought that they truly nailed the essence of Duke. Similar to Scarlet, similar to Beachhead, while making it classified, made with the textures where they can, the detail on the shirt, the hair, the face print, the accessories were the exact same ones that came with the original figure, but modernized. The fact that he's a little bit bulkier than the first Duke. The first Duke seemed like he was a little bit younger and skinnier. This one seems like he's been hitting the gym. We got the American flag on the print there on the sleeve. I just think that you can't have the G.I. Joe team without its fearless leader, and on the field anyway, and that is Duke. Okay, so that rounds out my personal top 10 G.I. Joe classified up to date, and it was not an easy list to make. Here we have some of my other honorable mentions like Agent Helix, Torpedo, Roadblock in the back. We've got a General Hawk up front. You know, this was not easy. I wanted to include Stalker. I just don't have the space, honestly, to display them all. Yeah, like just so many. The Jinx was awesome. The Mutt and Junkyard. Like I said, Grunt. It was not easy to include all of them in this particular display, and I wanted to include more in the top 10, but that's the job of the Hasbro team, making it nice and hard for us to do a list like this. Did not include vehicles like the breaker on the Ram or the clutch on the Vamp, because honestly that clutch with the Vamp might be my number 1, truly. But let me know what you guys think. I'm sure a lot of people are not going to agree with my list, and that's okay, but I want to know what you guys think are the top 10 in the comment section below. So if you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and we will catch you on the next one when we do the Cobra edition.